That's good. Just going to record this. So, yeah. So what's your sort of theme? Do you like my spirituality, your sort of spirituality?
Yes, and I really, I almost go to sleep every night listening to your videos on YouTube.
That's brilliant. Yeah, that's great.
I have a hard time going to sleep and it relaxes me.
Yeah. Well, that was the idea. I mean, years before I started ASMR, I was back in Reiki ASMR, I was back in 2016. But somebody said to me like 3 or 4 years before, you should do ASMR because you quite like it on your guided meditations. So, so I thought, yeah, start doing some of that, some of the Reiki, because I was in doing my Reiki course at the time. I thought, go ahead and you know make some ASMR, Reiki ASMR videos and see how they go. And I got one that's nearly up to 1 million hits.
Oh, wow.
Should be in the next 24 hours. So that's my most popular one, number 9.
Well, I've been sharing you with all my family and friends, telling them, with the stress and everything that's going on, this is very good for calming and helping different
Yeah,
items. So you're
yeah.
probably a lot of Nebraska hits recently.
Yeah, I have. You know, my videos have gone up since the pandemic started, and yeah, I mean, on my most popular video, it's over twice the number of hits on there per day at the moment. So yeah, yeah, it's really good. So you're sort of into all things spiritual, are you?
Yes, I went to massage school about 11 years ago. And unfortunately, I took a health hit after that. I was only able to do it for 3 years.
Yeah.
But I was lucky. One of the school I went to taught introduction to Reiki.
Oh, right,
And
that was good.
I got my first level in. Um, but I generally do it for my family and the animals and
Yeah. And
things.
that's really all you need for level 1, to do that, to heal your own family and yourself and animals. And I mean, animals, I don't know what experience you got with them, but they love it, don't they?
Oh yes, I was working on when I was going to school, I was working on a girlfriend of mine, and her 2 cats came and decided they needed to be involved in this too, and the one actually would lay wherever I had my hands near her.
Yeah. So, and I've had people say to me on YouTube, a few different people, that the little children really like it and go and turn it on, but also that their cats go and lay on top of the phone when when one of my Reiki ASMRs on.
Oh, wow.
So that's a bit of proof they like the gentle talking or the vibration that's coming through on it.
Yeah.
I think pets are a lot more sensitive to spiritual things anyway, because they use more senses than what we do,
Yes.
and they haven't got any you know pre cognitions about it or whatever it is, that to put them off. So humans sometimes get put off by it, but yeah, I have tried healing people that don't believe in any of this stuff, and it just really bounces off of them and comes back.
Yes, that's my husband. He's
Yeah,
like just a whole bunch of hooey, and I'm like, if you just give it a chance,
yeah,
have an open mind.
yeah. They just block it when they got that sort of thing, and that's fair enough. I mean, I've had people like it as well. I had one come in here and said, "I don't believe in God. Or I don't believe in this. I don't believe in that," and I felt absolutely no healing go to her. She said she didn't feel a thing either. So I said I'd give her a free session for that.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah,
it's a little chilly out here still.
yeah, yeah. Go indoors if it's chilly.
It will get a little bit loud. I have to walk through my husband's machine shop because
All right. Okay.
they
No
let the
problem.
back open or locked.
Yeah.
So yes, this is my first Zoom.
Uh, it's the first one I've run. This one myself. So I've been on a couple, but I've thought I'd just try it today.
Oh yeah. There we go. It's a little bit better in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so what were you planning on talking about?
Just chat and any questions that anybody has. So if you've got any questions, fire away.
Um, I can't think. I was planning on just being a little sneaker stalker
Oh,
and
right.
listening.
Yeah, you started off that way. Yeah. Um, yeah, just chatting. As it's my first one, I thought I'd just chat on here and see what happens. But yeah, we'll just try and link into you and see what I feel around you. Uh, have you got an interest in tarot cards?
Somewhat, yes. I have had a a relative of mine gave me some probably 5 years ago. I pull them out every few years. But when I was younger in California, I had a friend from, oh gosh, I can't think. It's an island country, and he was really into tarot,
All right.
and that's how I started because it was so amazing how it happens.
Yeah. So do you find you pulled something that's intuitively right for you from the deck?
I just read, about it a lot. I haven't really done much with them
Yeah.
because I don't know enough about it.
Well, tarot, they're really a tool because you've got all that in you already. It could do it without it. It's just developing it. So using tools like tarot, it really sets you off because you psychically link with whatever the topic is and the person, yourself or another person. So, and that just begins it. It's like the tool that begins that link, and then you get a stream of information coming to your mind what you feel is right for them. So,
Okay.
yeah. I got a great affinity of animals with you.
Oh, yes.
So I've got horses as well with you, and other ducks I got with you. I got pets indoors as well.
Oh, yes. I have one
So
of each.
so you're in the countryside, are you?
Somewhat. We live on a lake,
Yeah.
and so we have a little lake community. There's between 50 and 100 of us, depending on the time of year.
Yeah.
But we're about 10 miles outside of Columbus, which is probably 30,000 maybe.
Yeah. 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 So yeah, just get
This is
trying.
the tool I use the most.
Yes, pendulum, yeah. Well, as
Yeah.
long as you always protect yourself with them, put that white light of protection around yourself. They're quite safe to use. Always ground as well before you use them. And only ever invite if you're using it with spirit. Do you use it with spirit? Do you?
Yes, and I just ask for people that are into the healing,
Yeah. So yeah, and that
past, future healers to help me answer questions.
yeah, that's right. So you can ask your own personal questions. The truth is, you already know the answer. It's just a tool to find the answer out that you already know, because it's your spirit, your energy, body energies that are answering all the time, spinning it one way or the other. And different people, with me, yes is clockwise, no is anti-clockwise. Is that the same for you?
For me, no is right and left.
Yeah.
Yes is back.
Yeah. So everybody, they've got to ask them before they start. What is yes? Show me yes. Show me no. Show me don't know. Show me, whatever the other one is, possibly, or whatever it is. So you do have to ask because they go different ways for different people. But I've asked it to show me how many positions it can move in, and it can do 3 positions either way across your hand and
Hmm.
across. So it's 4, and then it can circle 5, 6 at least different ways that it can swing. So you can use them. I know I saw a little lady using hers, and she was walking around the supermarket asking if this piece of meat was fresh. It was
Oh,
answering her. So people use them for all sorts of things. But in Reiki, we can use them too. Can use them for asking certain questions. um, Seeing if a chakra's blocked, can ask it that, or you can scan over with your hand and test whether it's blocked, and you feel energy or a change, warmth and coolness on your hand. So, but you know, for beginners, it's quite a good thing, a pendulum, for just testing those things. So as long as you're as well grounded and protected, and you know, you only ever ask beings of light come in your aura space, yeah, fairly good. But it's the people who don't know how to use these things that end up getting in trouble with them sometimes.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and you know, it's the same with tarot, really, because you can get spiritual influences coming in there with them. But
That's why I try not to mess with them too much, because I don't know. I don't feel
yeah,
I know enough to deal with anything like that.
yeah, and I mean, you know, with me, I was really fortunate. I got a spiritualist church just down the road. You know, you can sit in there, and it's guided by an experienced medium that can teach you, you know, the proper ways to open to spirit, and you know, it's more guarded because it's a group of you, and you know,
Yeah.
putting light around yourself. So it is good to, you know, if you want to learn to use these things properly, to go to a class. You know, you can do them online, or you can do them, you know, at different places that run them. And you know, the spiritualists are great for doing theirs, for you know, spiritual awareness and you know, mediumship and stuff like that, if you want to get into the mediumship. So I'm hoping later on this year to go back there, because I've been there for years and years doing different things, but hoping to go back there to the awareness class in a few months again, and you know, start working on my mediumship again, and hopefully get into the medium circle then and start doing some mediumship or something like this. So
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's everything's so up in the air. You don't know what's gonna happen next.
well, not at the moment, no, that's it. I mean, are you on lockdown, are you, at the moment?
Nebraska technically is not, but our governor has asked us to stay home, stay, distance,
Yeah,
stuff like that. Don't go out, less than 10 people and whatnot.
yeah,
So it's basically what the other states are doing, just we don't have it mandatory. He's just asking us.
yeah, which is fair enough, isn't it? So yeah, I think, you know, over here it's been we're on our 4th week of lockdown, and you know, most people respect it, and you don't. I go out for a daily walk in the park, don't see too many people about, but you know, there's the odd ones that flout it. I mean, we had the Easter weekend over here, it was really warm and hot, and there was quite a few people went to one of the beaches down here on the south coast, Brighton Beach, and
Oh,
stuff
okay.
like that. And you know, they left the parks open, but they had to shut one in London because it got so packed over one weekend. You know, people wanted to go out in the sunshine, so yeah, they've
Yeah.
had to close that. So, but it's just being sensible, isn't
Yeah.
it?
And there's unfortunately a lot of people that aren't that way.
Yeah,
They had to shut all our state parks and city parks down in Nebraska because people weren't.
listening.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, we're lucky here. I've got a park just 2 minutes down the road I can go to. So how long have you been following me?
um, I think I stopped going to work March 20th, and it was probably the 26th or so
All right, you found one of
that
my Reiki videos, did you?
mhm,
All right,
I'm
that's
like,
good.
I'm stressed out. I'm not sleeping. I need to do something, so I'm going to try this. And
Yeah,
YouTube, here we go.
yeah. So
And I
partly,
listened to about 5 different people before I found you, and I've stayed with you.
so did you, what parts of the Reiki ASMR do you like? What parts help you?
I listened to, I think it's 31 quite a bit.
Oh, that's the
And
new one.
the one that you just put up like maybe 2 weeks ago too.
Oh, right, yeah. With the
Uh,
symbols in.
yeah. And then I've listened to the crystal one that you had just recently put up too.
Hmm.
And then I've gone on, well, of course, with YouTube, it goes on. So I'll wake up in the middle of the night and you'll be talking to me during, one of the sleep ones. And
Is that like you go on the playlist, do you?
yes, and
Oh,
it
right,
just
that's
keeps going.
brilliant. You get
It
through
just
them
keeps,
all eventually.
yep.
Yeah, so it just goes to the next video and starts playing
Yeah.
adverts, the whole lot going on.
Hey, I'm learning all sorts of stuff when I'm sleeping.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, the way they talk about us here on the earth is, you know, that at night we're living a spiritual life and we're sleep state learning. So even traveling out of body and going, you know, up into the spirit realms and stuff and the astral planes and different things, but we don't really remember it in the morning. So yeah,
Mhm.
it's good. Yeah. So yeah, I get a lot of people who are quite like that. And I made a couple where I patched a load of videos together, like one's 2 hours and one's 4 hours. I think they quite like that one, but I get quite a few people saying like I leave it on all night and wake up feeling refreshed.
Oh yeah, and because of what's going on this time of year here, I'm outside. Well, since I'm not going to work, I'm really outside working around in the yard, and will just feel, can't go to sleep because the bottom half of me hurts. When I
Mm.
wake up, bottom half of me feels better. I'm like,
Oh, that's good.
cool. Oh,
Yeah, well, I mean, those, you know, the Reiki ASMR videos are a bit like a distant healing, really. You know, and probably not quite as powerful as distant healing, but I always invoke it that energy come into the video, you know, and it's locked in there, and that whoever comes, it'll be for whatever their needs are. Because, you know, it's Reiki, it is guided by higher intelligence and nature. So it knows what each person needs, it'll do its best. So yeah, maybe, you know, on like videos it's at a comparative level to distant healing just about, but then you've got proximity healing, somebody in the same room beaming it across to them. Then the next more powerful one is actually auring it, healing very close in the aura, which lots of healers like to do, or hands-on healing, the most powerful of all. And yeah, so yeah, but you know, I enjoy having the odd person here for healing now and again. Obviously nobody at the moment, but yeah, so
I've missed hugs. I
so
just can't get used to not hugging people anymore.
yeah, that's right. I mean, well, I'm an introvert anyway, so I don't go out a great deal. So sometimes somebody comes for Reiki, somebody I know, and it's but one of the only people I see all week sometimes. So
Oh
it's,
wow.
it's good. I like going out for walks in the summer months and stuff around the park and down the beach and stuff. But yeah, being an introvert, not fussed about being in too much company most of the time.
Yes. I like to be around people, but I need time by myself.
Yeah,
And I don't want to be the center of attention, but you know,
on the peripheries.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I mean, never really was great in a big crowd, me. I like to be in small groups and stuff and just enjoy
Yes.
my enjoy myself and yeah. So yeah, that's the way it is though. You know, but I enjoy you know, making videos on here as well. It's always a nice pastime and it helps people. So, but I have got, well, 690 videos I think now, and
Oh wow.
so
Oh,
a lot of old
and
ones.
yes, your singing bowls. I really like those.
Oh yeah, got it here. Yeah, it was a demonstration one. So he sent me two of these.
Oh, cool.
So I'm going to give one away to my first Reiki master. Quite
I would.
nice.
I do. I love the tones and things. We had one at my massage school, and a lady that had very bad crippling arthritis in her hands would come, and the teachers would start the bowl, and she could feel that vibration, and it just helped her hands.
Yeah, and it resonates with your chakra. I find sometimes, like you can feel it vibrating in your chakra. I made one for the chakras the other day on with the bowl, and you know, I can really feel it when somebody else is doing it, hitting that chakra, and like making it jingle and vibrate. It's quite
Oh,
amazing.
it was kind of, we don't have a lot of different, we'll call it different spiritualism in the Midwest. We don't have a lot of, places where you can just go and pick up bowls and things like that here. I was very lucky at the school I went to. They actually had some of the Tibetan monks come
Wow.
and bless the school. They come to Omaha every few years and go to the Om Center down. So that's about 2 hours away from me. So to get anything really culturally interesting, you do have to travel somewhat.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you in the Bible Belt, are you?
No, we're in the Corn Belt.
Oh, right. Yeah.
We do have a lot of churches and stuff. My folks were military, so I moved around the states a lot. And I would say the Bible Belt starts more Arkansas, Mississippi,
All right.
Louisiana,
Yeah.
down south more.
South. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Right. Oh. Well, looks like it's just the two of us here. I'm glad you found my post on my Reiki page.
Yes. I was going to ask you, what does SMR stand for?
ASMR.
Yes.
It's auto meridian response, sensory response. What it is some people, when people are moving their hands gently in front of the camera or speaking very, very quietly, get this lovely tingle across their scalp start. And, they get it if they go to the doctors, some of them, or, somebody standing close to them. They get this lovely, beautiful tingle, and it's can spread down over their neck and shoulders and stuff, and sometimes more of the body than that. So yeah, I mean, really, I make my videos for Reiki, but because they're good for some people that like the ASMR side of it, I put that on the title as well. And lots of them do, right back in the comments, they're getting tingles from them. So I deliberately try to initiate the tingles sometimes, saying, here comes the tingles. But yeah, very pleasant, relaxing tingles. So I've never had it myself.
I've gotten it from you.
Oh, good. Right.
Yes.
So when you get those like tingles on your scalp and that on, they can move down around your body sometimes. That's what it is. But there might be lots of these people, like I say, they go somewhere and they can get them from certain different people just when they're around. And I had somebody come to me that really watched from America. She come here for a healing, and she was doing a law course up in London for 3 years. And she says she used to watch my videos for the ASMR. And she'd come here for the healing and laid down and closed her eyes and everything, which most clients do. But she opened her eyes at one point, and I said to her afterwards, did you get an ASMR? And she said, only when I open my eyes. So she gets major tingles when she can see somebody close to her.
Oh, that's so neat. I think it's so interesting how much we can help.
Yeah. And to me, it doesn't matter what they like of my video. They take what they like of it and reject what they like of it. If they don't accept the Reiki, but they enjoy the voice, or they enjoy the hand movement, or they enjoy the ASMR, that's great. It's reaching out. It's helping people to relax. It's all good.
Yep. The more people we can get to calm down, the better it is for the world.
Especially at the moment, people want to. And I get so many people coming home from work after a stressful day and playing one of my videos to relax in the evening, or even playing them at work sometimes. So yeah, it's good. Right, I'm going to call that a day.
Okay, well, it was very nice meeting you.
It was lovely to meet you too.
Safe.
All right, Michelle, take care. Might see you on here again, hopefully.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.